I grew up as a child who was always alone. I didn't want to play with the other kids. All the stereotyped boy games were not for me. Allow yourself to be unique, because what makes you different in the world is being unique, and what makes you special in the world is being unique. Greetings, my name is Liyana Arianna Madikizela, and this is my story. I met Queen Enigma von Hamburg, and I attended her pageants because she hosts pageants around South Africa. I attended one of her pageants, and that's when I developed the love for drag, because I saw many of them during that event, and I was so eager to do the same thing also. And she gave me great advices, and yeah, that's when it started. Basically, my sister got involved in my drag artistry and activism through my high school years, because I used to host the high school shows, and I didn't have the skills for makeup, and I was like, okay, my sister is very good with makeup, let me ask her. And as someone who always loves the LGBTIQ people, she is so kind to people, and she was just flexible with the entire process. The direct translation of the name says, the rain is pouring. And the significance of that to myself is that I acclaim myself as a rain. I take up space. When I go into a certain area, I make sure that I leave a mark. Just like a rain, when it rains, the crops grow. So that's how I am. I grew up being isolated from other people, and that's how, maybe in a way, I think that also helped me to find the unique voice of myself, and maybe it made me this bold person that I am. And through that growing alone, I grew up, and then at the age of 17 I started drag, and being in drag gave me a different character from the normal Abongile that people know.
So Liyana was that person who's always doing the girls' cuties and stuff. So I've always known that this one is a drag queen.
Ndiyavuya uba Abongile Quthu ephumelele ezifundweni zakhe wade wangulomuntu anguye. Ndicela uba makaqhubekeke akwazi ukundondla zonke imfundo endizifunayo aphumeleze kuzo endizifunayo mama wakhe.
When I got into Heidelberg, I was so open about myself. People can just point and say, oh, that person is gay. So the house father came to me and said to me, I know you're this type of a person. And I said, yes, how did you know? And he just shared the experience, like, I saw how you interact with people and stuff like that. And you should know that our policy welcomes people like you in this residence. And if you encounter any problems, don't hesitate to contact me or the president of the residence. So the difficulties that I've came across as being teased when I was going to school, or sometimes being thrown stones at, and insulted, all those kind of things, it is a very emotional, challenging process, because every time I step out of my home's door, I have to think, which way should I use? Because I know there are hot spots whereby I know for sure there are going to be people that are going to tease me, people that are going to throw comments, people that are going to throw stones at me. So it's those kind of hardships that I've came across growing up as a person. Liyana faces more difficult challenges more than Abongile has. As Liyana, there's this specific event that I went to last year, and I was dressed up in drag after I won a certain pageant. I was dressed up in drag and I had my sash on. I went to celebrate, and in that event someone just dragged me and asked, why are you dressed like this? Why are you putting shame into being a man? And why are you portraying what men look like in the way that you're doing? And I asked him, what is a man? As a man, you're trying to condemn to me the GBV that you're doing into our society. Is that what you want me to be? Is there a certain image that you want to tell me of what a man is? So that was the most, I would say, the most painful process I went to, because the person just dragged me. My outfit was messed up and all of that. It was very hard for me. Us drag queens from townships, it's very rare to find us dragging in our communities, because people don't understand this concept of drag. People don't want to allow this being a drag queen. We are in a time whereby narratives change. Africa, in a way, is boxing us into being like manly and all of that. But I was introducing a new way of being an African by being myself. Nothing is offered for South African drag queens. South Africa is eating her own children and portrays a good image out there, whereas we are not supported in our own country. My vision for it's drag that is full of South African representation. We stand our own grounds, and we celebrate who we are, the diversity that South Africa offers. So we go out into different spaces where we're not ourselves, and we try to bring an image of ourselves in different spaces. We go to clubs, we perform there. I'm dreaming of a drag scene whereby each and every black person who wants to use drag as it's either an art form or a form of activism or form of politics, because drag is broad and the understanding of drag is way more than just being a drag queen or just looking fabulous. So I want everyone who wants to take up space, because I'm the first drag queen out from Kayamandi, and I would like to inspire them, because one of my quotes say, inspire young queers to be themselves. Inspire them to gain energy, inspire them to be out there in the world and be themselves. So that's what I want for black queers, to celebrate who they are and embrace their Africanicity. I have a vision of drag queens who are themselves, who celebrate who they are, who celebrate their cultures, who are proud of their own roots, and they portray who they are using drag.